The Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent.
You join me backstage here at BBC Radio Kent as I just go through the labyrinth of corridors, heading my way towards the Kent Sessions studio, back for another full week. And Casey Hayburn, the host
back.
of. Hello.
Dom's back. How are we?
I'm very well. Having had 2 weeks on the beach, I know you can't tell with my suntan, but...
you know we're in the same boat, mate.
Well, you know, the trouble with Ginge, you just have to go with it, don't you? And
yeah,
make
we
sure
go
you put
red
the
and white.
Factor 50 all the way?
Oh, always.
Absolutely right. Really nice to welcome tonight Peltsman. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Hello.
Yeah, good,
how are
thank
you? Okay. My first thing to say, we always have this questionable question, this idea of asking a question that the rest of the band might not know. The groups of people that you're with might have no idea about this. They may enjoy the prospect of finding out something about each individual person I speak to that they just had no idea of and will use it for the rest of their lives against you.
Yeah.
But tonight we begin with you. Tell us your story of stepping forward and maybe you should have stepped back.
Oh, mate, it was stepping back. Basically, I did a performance at Fort Park, and one of the lyrics in my songs actually says bounce back. So as I'm saying bounce back, I'm making the movement, but I sort of slipped off stage, half slipped and tried to get back up to perform again. So it was an embarrassing moment, but I held it together.
Was there any footage? Please tell me there's footage that we can see.
There actually wasn't. I'm lucky.
Ah, no. There is, isn't there? You just don't want to reveal it.
He's legally had it removed from all websites.
Well, look, it's fantastic having you with us and
Thank
starting
you.
off a new week. What a great way to come back from holiday and meet you guys. Thank you so much. for
Lovely.
being with us.
Peltsman
Cheers,
joins
thank
us
you.
in the Kent Sessions studios. What are we going to hear first?
We're going to hear No One.
Excellent. This is Peltsman on the Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent.
No one.
No one
Yo.
but you.
Yo, when I first laid eyes on you, I knew that I would ride for you. Apple bum, come, let me take a bite out your gold skin, as if the sun rise on you. MI5, I know I shouldn't spy on you. Come on, girl, you know I wouldn't lie to you. Narcotics, I get so high off you. Time flies when I'm having fun in life with you. Try before you buy, it was never that. No wondering, I like confetti wrap. It's anatomy, read your body like a map. I came to steal your heart, you can't have it back. All began with an internet chat, then you sent me a snap phone number attached. I knew you was my dream girl, independent female. You only ever wanted to be loved, that's a fact.
I don't need no one. You're the only one I'm after.
I don't need no one.
You're the only one that matters.
I don't need no one.
You're the only one for me. No one but you.
Yo, this girl got me crazy, feeling like I changed me. Had to rearrange all the ways that I shaped me. Oh, my little lady, never did persuade me. Did it off my own back, cause she embraced me. So exquisite, you had me measuring limits. Got me raising my spirit, defying physics. And when you visit, lose my time and my minutes. Cause your image is the realest thing that I have ever witnessed. Before I met you, I knew that I'd be protected. I made an estimate and look how it projected. There was a promise, and I kept it. I said I claimed you and I guess it was effective. All began with an internet chat, then you sent me a snap phone number attached. I knew you was my dream girl, independent female. You only ever wanted to be loved, that's a fact.
I don't need no one. You're the only one I'm after.
I don't need no one.
You're the only one that matters.
I don't need no one.
You're the only one for me. No one but you.
You make me feel so brand new. The way we are together is so damn cute. There is no reason for me to doubt you, and my life can never be the same without you. And the truth is straight from the heart.
You're the only one for me.
No one,
No one,
the only one,
no one
and you're all for
but
me.
you.
Yeah,
No one, the only one I'm after.
I don't need no one.
You're the only one that matters.
I don't need no one.
You're the only one for me.
No one, no one,
but you.
The Kent Sessions, supporting all genres of music on BBC Radio Kent. Peltsman, thank you so much. We've heard one original track. After 7, you're going to hear one more original and, of course, a cover.
Testing. The Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent.
A new week of the Kent Sessions continues with Peltsman in the studio. How are we?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, how you been feeling about this coming up? Because we've had this booked in for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. I'm just so excited to be here and finally perform some acoustic tracks. Because I'm used to performing live, but it's mostly studio based, so it's really nice to get in here and do something with the guitar.
Well, yeah, right. So right at the beginning of the show at 6 o'clock, we played a snippet of your kind of fully produced track. So it's quite nice to hear it all fully stripped back.
Okay.
And actually, this is the first rap that we've had on the Kent Sessions.
Oh, okay.
And rap's kind of taken a completely different turn to what it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. How do you feel you fit into all of that at the moment?
Well, this is the thing for me. That's the kind of era that I'm used to. So what I try to do with my music is I try to go back and convey that image and get the feel of the 90s again. Like I used to listen to like Biggie, Tupac, Nas. That's my era. So I want to kind of use that, but also modernise it at the same time, because I feel people loved the 90s, and 90s rap was just, I think that was when it was at its height.
Yeah.
And I think since it might have unfortunately come down a little bit since then, but it's not as popular, I don't think. But I want to try and make it popular by bringing back the 90s.
Good. Well, and that's what we're going to hear. So what are we going to hear as our second song on the Kent Sessions?
We're going to hear Get By.
Excellent. This is Peltsman on the Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent.
Get By. Peltsman. Yo. Look in my eyes, can't you see I want this? I made a pact with myself, yeah, I'm gonna keep my promise. No, I won't live it down, or I won't leave this now. I'm willing to keep going till I've won a final round. Yo, I wanna make it in the mainstream, live the reality and kill this flipping daydream. There are no handouts, there's only fakery, and I can only trust a few when I've made it. And yes, I will endeavor, I'll make music forever. And when I look into the mirror, there's a bigger picture. If you can see my soul, well then you probably know my heart is growing and it's getting too big for its home. My critics call me a misfit. They love to nitpick cause they are skeptic, but the haters hate and you'll never escape. So take it on the chin and come back with a smiley face. I'm bringing positivity into activities. Ability makes up for all of my deficiencies, and I've had enemies with their hostilities, and the contingencies just gave me possibilities. Yeah, I admire anybody with the same dream. We build confidence, belief and our self-esteem. No one heard our screams, followed our regimes, and they probably never even saw a tear stream. That's a real story, and that's real life. And I can feel your pain, so tell me, can you feel mine? And we're in this together, and there's no when's or whether. And I'm not lying when I say I'll make the world better. I'm propagating my thoughts to the nation, yo. Betraying who I am through factual statements. Oh, I'm staring at my greatness. Please excuse my lateness. I've had to work through hardship when I was once faceless. There's no success potions, man, it's time to work. So bounce back every time that you're feeling hurt. Sometimes you do the dirt, but then you feel the first. Never lose a second, cause you need to come first. Yeah, I made it through the rain, and now I'm on my game. No stopping in my lane, I need to get by. I will survive, I need to get by. It's time to arrive. And what I mean by that is I made it through the blacklist, appealing to the masses after changing up my tactics. And now my name's established, and all it took was practice. Don't ask me how I got here, man, go do the mathematics. I took a leap of faith that there was nothing in my way. Free falling to the ground, but then I reached out in dismay. And yeah, I was afraid, and yeah, I made mistakes, but now that all remains is the feeling of embrace. Yo, I'm hungry and ravenous, wait and see me unravel this. I'm an average protagonist, about to fight off your callousness. Miraculous catalyst, a battling strategist. I would never listen to a dispassionate panelist. I have no animosity, never loved hypocrisy, and always live responsibly, keep striving for equality. If you did it properly, without the frivolity, then possibly equality could turn into philosophy. Yeah, I need to get by, it's time to survive. It's my time, I need to get by. It's time to arrive, cause I will survive. It's time to get by. Time to get by.
Peltsman on the Kent Sessions on the BBC Radio Kent. So with rap music, it is kind of, people will say there's not much music to it. They'll say, you know, you're not singing, you're not putting any kind of vocal talent into it, but actually it's more about the lyrics, isn't it?
Yeah, for me it's all about the lyricism. As you can see, I use extensive vocabulary. to describe things in songs. So, yeah, I think to me, it's about lyricism, and I think you need to respect that.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, is that not every genre of music is right for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And for some people, they will listen to this today and they'll say, do you know what, actually, there's a lot more to it than what I thought. And some people will go, it's not for me. And that's perfectly fine. That's what we want to do on the Kent Sessions. We want to give everyone a chance to try something new and hear live music. So Peltsman, thank you so much. We're going to hear a cover in the next 20 minutes or so. Stay tuned to the Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent.
Testing. The Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent.
So we are ready for part 3 of the Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent. Peltsman still joins me in the Kent Sessions studio. Hello.
Hey, yeah.
Ready for this last one?
Definitely ready.
Excellent. So if people want to find you in this social media world, where do we look?
Literally all you have to do is, on any of the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all you have to do is /Peltsman. So on every single social media, it's www.youtube/Peltsman or twitter.com/Peltsman.
So if we just type into a search engine Peltsman,
even if you do that, it
should
should come up, yeah.
Nice one, excellent. So what are we going to hear as your cover? I understand this is slightly different as a cover this time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's there's a track by Kenny Thomas called Thinking About Your Love, and this is a modern take on his song. And I just want to dedicate that out to Kenny, Francesca, and his daughter Christina. Yeah, I'd like to do that because they're going through some personal issues, so I want to dedicate that to them.
Lovely. And you actually re-recorded this with Kenny, didn't you?
Yeah, me and Kenny re-recorded this track. So I was on Twitter and I had a demo track, and was trying to think about what samples we could potentially use because we didn't have a chorus at the time, it was just verses. And having a discussion, we come across Kenny Thomas, Thinking About Your Love, and I thought, we could sample him, but then I went to Twitter and I tried to message him. Because
why not?
Yeah, and I thought, let's try and get in contact with him, and to my surprise, he answered me back. And I said to him, do you want to do a remake of Thinking About Your Love? And he said, well, I don't know if I'm that keen on it, but send me the demo anyway. And once I sent him the demo, he was like, all right, we need to get in the studio. Yeah. I'm going to re-record the vocals for the track and everything. So they're actual fresh vocals. It's not a sample. That's actually him. Excellent. Redoing the song.
So that's just a message to everyone. If you want to go for something, just with things like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything, just ask.
Yeah.
The worst you're going to get is a no, and you'll be in the same position that you're at now.
Exactly.
Excellent. Peltsman on the Kent Sessions with your cover, ready when you are.
Okay. Postman, your love. Big up Andrei on the vocals and Piers on the guitar. Yo, baby, now we've been feeling ever closer, and I'm about to take your tears on my shoulder. I wanna treat you how a man is supposed to. Stopping and dropping all these guys trying to on the grind on our own. It's always been the same. We be pushing together forever, crossing the pain. If we're feeling it, dreaming it, we're seeing it, and we're living in it. We have it harder than you, and we're still screaming in it. I gotta push it high, I gotta get it right. I gotta have it here, gotta get it tonight. I'm a madman, and honey, I ain't for it. If you want it. Whatever happens, I'll always be there supporting. Up all night, talking to you early in the morning. I wanna show you that I'm real and I'm courting. You never know what love is till you realize that you're falling. I made a promise and I'll never ever break it. Oh, you can have what you want when I make it, yeah. I mean it when I say it. I'ma take your dreams and reality will replace it, huh?
If you're hurt, I'm hurting too, and I'm thinking about your love. If you need someone to care, I'll be there. You should know I'll never change.
I won't change.
I'm thinking about your love tonight, today, and always.
Yo, baby, I loved you from the get-go. Friends wasn't sure, but you never could have said no. A little younger, but I guess I was mature though. Sneaking or creeping, weren't even meeting on her. I know you've loved and you've lost, but it's all for today. And we're living till we're giving, it's a moment away. If we're meaning it, breathing it, we're being it and believing in it. Let's take it further into and keep dreaming in it. I gotta push it high, I gotta get it right. I gotta have it here, gotta get it tonight. I'm a madman and honey, I ain't for it. If you want it. Whatever happens, I'll always be there to sort it. Make it right, blocking out those guys when they're calling. When it comes to it, you know that they'll be stalling. I'll never be like all the men that shortly come beside me. I'll be the same and I'll never be like them. Make way for the love, stop fighting, yeah. Never ever stop trying. Here's a passage to my heart and you're all invited, huh?
If you're hurt, I'm hurting too. And I'm thinking about your love. If you need someone to care, I'll be there. You should know I'll never change. Cause I'm thinking about your love tonight, today, and always. Thinking about
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thinking about your
Okay.
love. Thinking about you.
Thinking about,
Thinking about your love. Thinking about you.
yeah.
Thinking about your love. Thinking about you. Thinking about your love. If you're hurt, I'm hurting too. And I'm thinking about your love. If you need someone to care, I'll be there. You should know I'll never change.
I won't change.
Cause I'm thinking about
Your
your love.
love
Tonight,
tonight
today,
and always.
Peltsman on the Kent Sessions on BBC Radio Kent, and you mentioned your two musicians with you
I
as
picked
well.
them up at the beginning. So we got Andrei Frias.
Or
Who's it?
Indigo Drei on Instagram.
or India,
There you go.
Indigo
Got to
Drei.
get a plug. Got to get a plug.
And we have Piers on the guitar.
There we
Piers
go. And it should be
Walmisely.com.
said as well, I really wish there was a camera set up because Andre, every time I've come in, he's been some sort. Do you have him on the road with you? Because he's been singing, dancing, beatboxing. There's
Yeah,
everything going
We've
on.
done a few things before, and it's always crazy when Andre's about. He's just
Just
unique
bring him around, even if
personality.
he's not performing. Just bring him around.
Yeah.
Peltsman, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
And yeah, and we'll see you soon.